Welcome to Ancient Secrets channel, where modern men rediscover ancient power. In a world of noise, weakness, and overreaction, we explore what it means to lead with calm, silence, and self-respect. Strength doesn't yell, it doesn't chase or beg. The most powerful move, walking away. Calmly, silently. Not to punish, but to protect peace. Stoic men don't explain their worth to those who forgot it. They let go, they rise, and in silence, power returns. This video isn't about revenge. It's about rising without noise, detaching without hate, disappearing, not because you lost, but because you've finally outgrown the game. 1. Feel it fully, then let it go. A stoic man doesn't suppress heartbreak. He sits with it, lets it burn, then releases it. Pain isn't punishment. It's the wake-up call reminding you of your value. You feel it to learn, not to suffer. And from that clarity, peace is born. Real men don't numb the ache. They move through it with quiet purpose. They rise, not broken, but rebuilt. When you embrace pain without clinging to it, you come out the other side stronger. It's not weakness to feel, it's strength to let go. This is how you grow through what hurt you. 2. Let silence speak for you. Words fail when pain runs deep. That's why stoic men don't chase closure. They let silence speak. Silence creates space, and in that space, her mind fills in the blanks. Why didn't he react? Does he not care? That's the power of restraint. While others explain, you remain still, not from numbness but clarity. No messages, no dramatic goodbye, just silence, echoing louder than anything you could say. In that quiet, you reclaim power, not absence, but calm authority. Let her hear in your silence what your presence no longer needs to say. 3. You don't need to explain your worth. Explaining yourself to someone who left is like pleading with a locked door. A stoic man doesn't beg, he simply walks. Your worth isn't proven by words, it's confirmed by your absence. Each explanation is a transaction. Every "let me explain" gives your power away. True self-respect is distance, and in that distance, she'll either realize your value or never deserved you. Stop trying to be understood by someone who stopped listening. Walk in silence. Let your calm be the message. Your dignity doesn't need validation. It only needs presence, and the strength to disappear when it's no longer honored. 4. The power of true indifference. Indifference isn't faking apathy. It's real clarity. Most men pretend not to care. Stoic men evolve beyond caring what no longer serves them. You stop orbiting her moods. You stop needing her reactions to define your peace. That freedom makes you unpredictable, and unpredictability breaks control. True indifference says, I choose me. Not from spite, but from freedom. It's not coldness, it's choosing stillness over struggle. She may expect reaction, give her none. Not to punish, but because you've moved on. That silence, that strength, that peace, that's yours. Indifference is the final form of healing, and it can't be faked. 5. Become her mirror, not her pet. When she pulls away, most men chase. Stoic men don't. They reflect. They don't reward disrespect with attention. They respond with presence or absence. When she tests you, you don't react. You hold your ground. That mirror shows her what she's become. It's not revenge. It's clarity. You're not her emotional backup, not her ego's comfort zone. You're the boundary she didn't expect. No lectures, no drama, just distance with purpose. And in that space, she'll either recognize your value or not. But you won't beg to be seen. You'll reflect back the truth, quietly and completely. 6. Build your fortress. Heartbreak isn't the end. It's the foundation. Stoic men use pain as fuel. They don't wait for closure. They create it. The gym becomes therapy. Discipline becomes structure. You stop checking her feed and start checking your goals. You build, not for her, but for the man you were becoming before you lost focus. The silence? That's the blueprint. You rebuild not to show her, but to remember you. This is the turning point. When heartbreak becomes transformation. When stillness becomes momentum. You don't just survive, you rise. And what you build next won't need validation. It will be your fortress. 7. Stay silent. Stay free. Every just checking in text reopens a wound trying to close. Silence isn't passive, it's protection. No contact isn't revenge, it's self-respect. You owe nothing to the one who broke your trust. Don't revisit the fire to prove you're not burned. True healing requires restraint. Not for her, but for you. In silence, you reclaim your mind. You remember who you were before begging, before chasing. And that version of you? He's still there, underneath the noise. Don't speak just to feel heard. Speak only when it adds peace. Stay silent. Stay grounded. Stay free. 8. Let her face her own choice. She didn't drift, she decided, and every decision brings consequences. Don't soften her guilt. Don't explain your quiet. Let her sit with the echo of her choice. If she left, let her feel the silence. It's not cruelty, it's clarity. You're not punishing. You're stepping back so truth can speak. When you rush to ease her discomfort, you rob her of learning. The stoic man doesn't rescue someone from their own lesson. He lets the silence teach. If she regrets it, that belongs to her. Your peace is yours to guard. Let the absence speak louder than apology. 9. When she returns, you're no longer there. They often return, but that doesn't mean you should. By the time she realizes your worth, you've already evolved. The man who once waited no longer checks. That's the power of healing in silence. You've grown. You've built. You've changed. Her return doesn't shake you. It reminds you why you left. A stoic man doesn't reopen closed chapters. He doesn't revisit pain to satisfy nostalgia. When she returns, you're beyond reach. Not because you're cruel, because you've risen. Silence ended the story. Strength wrote the final line. 10. Disappear with grace, not noise. Anyone can argue. It takes strength to walk away silently. Disappearing isn't weakness, it's wisdom. The stoic man vanishes, not to punish, but to protect his peace. He reclaims energy, rebuilds in quiet. His absence lingers, not as a scar, but as strength. There's no final message, no closure owed, just stillness that speaks. You didn't leave to be missed. You left because the cycle was done. That's not avoidance, it's evolution. That's not revenge, it's self-respect. Your silence isn't empty, it's full of meaning. And that's why it echoes long after you've gone. Choose peace over performance. Stop chasing those who stopped choosing you. True power isn't loud, it's steady. It exits with dignity. You don't need to explain your worth to someone who made you feel disposable. Let silence say what words never could. Choose peace over pride, depth over drama, and healing over holding on. If this message spoke to you, drop a comment. I vanish to rise. Subscribe to the Stoic Spirit, where quiet men rebuild in silence and rise stronger than ever.